liberal left radical Islam, liberal left radical Islam. These words are being used quite shamelessly to try and engineer an artificial sense of guilt. The liberal left has lost its way. I used to always be on the liberal left.
Let me make this crystal clear. I have no problem with Islam.
A fascist religion. There is no such thing as Islamophobia. It simply doesn't exist. I'm talking about members of the enlightened liberal intelligentsia that has consistently shown itself to be anything but enlightened or liberal or intelligent, mainly because it's motivated more by a deep irrational hatred of America than by any real notion of justice or respect.
Hello America, I'm Pat Condell and I'm your friend. Because I live in the UK and our two countries have quite a lot in common, apart from the fact that everyone else on the planet hates our guts. Poking our nose in where it's not wanted, stealing and wasting every precious resource we can get our greedy hands on, and kicking the shit out of brown people the way Jesus would have wanted.
And you lefty, liberal, multicultural appeasement monkeys, you're not going to like it, and you're certainly not going to want to speak out for the values that give you the freedom to be the useful idiots you are. But if you could at least find it in your miserable, frightened little hearts not to slander those of us who do as racists, we'd all be very grateful. We have nothing to apologise for, and nothing to feel guilty about. And our way of life, despite its many faults, of which we're all very well aware, thank you,
we'll sell arms to anyone, and we really don't care what atrocities they're used for as long as the money is right, because business is business.
This does present us with a problem in the liberal West, the solution to which is not that we should show how reasonable and tolerant we are by compromising our principles.
But it turns out that some people in Iraq, for some inexplicable reason, don't actually want freedom and democracy imposed on them from outside, which just proves the truth in the old saying, America, that you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him suck your
liberal left radical Islam. Indeed, after my last video where I suggested that we should ban the misogynistic and fascist device known as the BNP, or the British National Party, I received quite a lot of very angry emails from members of the multicultural appeasement lobby. And I believe the BNP has a racial agenda, and this makes it, in my opinion, as offensive a public statement as a Ku Klux Klan uniform or a Nazi swastika, and I think it should be treated with exactly the same revulsion and contempt. And as for the free choice argument that you like to defend so disingenuously, to undermine the most fundamental of our values, that every human being is born equal. And most people in the Western world realise it's the truth, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with them saying so as loudly and as often as they like.
Cock.